Okay, we all know that the media plays an enormous role in how we perceive ourselves and perceive others. And this has always been a thought of mine. I think really my mom sparked it as a thought of mine maybe a couple of months ago, but it resurfaced again. The other day I was watching Single Ladies, and of course, everybody was watching that show because it's like, ooh, it's a new show, we gotta watch. And yeah, if you watch the show, yeah, Stacey Dash was dating or messed around with a white guy, whatever. And at that moment, my little god sister, she texted me and she was like, "I want a white guy." Um, and she mentioned a few characters that she referenced to of what she thought. I guess she made the generalization, which would, I mean, make sense if you've never had any personal experience. I guess you could draw from a overly done perception of what white males are. You look in any romantic comedy, and of course, the star of the movie is a white guy, and he has dreamy locks of hair, and he's just the sweetest, most considerate, most romantic guy ever. And so, in the psyche of the public, people who are watching this stuff just automatically have this connection, which, of course, it's a race thing. It goes, white is right and black is not necessarily wrong, but not as good. So we have girls like my little sister, she's never dated a white guy, but because there's a constant portrayal of white men being, so upstanding and so amazing that she just assumed that they all were like that. And, not to poke fun at my little sister or anything, because I know a lot of black women to think that way. Like, oh, I want to be with a white man. I wonder what it's like. Well, I'll tell you this. It's like being with any other man. Men are men regardless of their skin tone. And, of course, you shouldn't make any assumptions of people just because of, media portrayals, that lies in the danger zone of stereotyping. Want to stay away from that. But it was just, it dawned, not really dawned, but it was just like, that's really something that needs to be addressed. Why are the leading romantic roles never black males? And when they are, he's not the romantic sweep you off your feet kind of dude. He's like, some strong, burly black man who has a smidgen of a sensitive side that's supposed to, I guess, suffice enough for his leading lady or whatever. He has maybe a tender moment, and it's usually, cropped around some religious encounter where he, that's the only time black men can be vulnerable, is if this religion or has something to do with their kids. It's not an even portrayal, and I feel like something needs to be done about it. It needs to be more movies out there portraying people for what they really are. There need to be, some not so romantic white guys put on TV and in movies to, I don't know, I guess try to snatch away at this idea that so many women of color have, because they're not presenting anything else. And I think on the flip side, there needs to be more sensitive leading roles that are cast as black men, because not all black men have to be, the well hung black stallion that mounts women. And of course, he can blow your back out, but is he going to romance you? That's never portrayed. You got Latin lovers, and they do a little, that's that stereotype of that. And then you have the white guys that are just going to, set the room up with stars and have a string quartet playing for you while you eat. And then you got the black dude who's working hard, bringing home the bacon, I guess. Something must be done. And if something's not done, I just want people to be cognizant that this uneven portrayal is being put out there, just to pay attention to it. The next time you pop in the Notebook or, Time Traveler's Wife or something, be like, I wonder why there are no black films that can counter with this. Like, there's no black equivalent for this movie. Not even that it has to be black, but there's no people of color equivalent for this movie. Well, that's my thoughts on what I've been thinking tonight. Talk to you guys later.